What up guys, it is Justice here and welcome to a new RuneScape video. This is a RuneFest 2015 recap, and yes, I managed to get the intro done without coughing. So I've got the rune flu at the moment and it's being called by fuck. It's being called the rune flu by many at the moment across the Twitter sphere. I actually went to RuneFest with a cold, so I do apologise to anyone out there, alright? But anyways, RuneFest 2015, what an epic weekend. I'm just going to say straight away, if you were thinking of going RuneFest, but were a bit apprehensive, then don't be. It was awesome, and you should try and get a ticket next year ASAP before they sell out, because they sold out like within 2 weeks. And I don't blame anyone who get those tickets straight away, because it was a fantastic weekend. First off, I'm just going to get straight into the fact that I don't have any vlogs included within this video. That's just because I'm not happy with my vlogging setup. Because I don't have one. I don't have a vlogging setup, and by the time it comes to next year, after doing another year of YouTube, maybe doing more of the occasional vlog video, maybe on the lead up to RuneFest and different things like that. Over the next year, I probably will by then have a better vlogging setup and we'll be able to vlog it and just do some fun things with it, because it is a trip and it's kind of nice as a YouTuber to share your trips and memories with your subscriber base. A lot of the video footage on this video is taken from the RuneScape official live stream. All links will be in the description below, and there will be the occasional photos that I've taken whilst at RuneFest. I was also pretty ill on the actual day of RuneFest, but I'll get on that later. So the first thing I want to mention is meeting people. I'm going to have some photos of the people that I've met personally, and I've met so many more as well, which I didn't take pictures of, and I completely forgot to take selfies with JMods. I had loads of conversations with the JMods and forgot to say, can I take a selfie? But yeah, anyways, I've met loads of great people. Some photos of those amazing people will be on the video right now, which I've gathered from Twitter and WhatsApp and all that good stuff. Selfies with some followers as well, which they've took on their own cameras, so I've not got any of those. But followers coming up to me and saying, hey, I love your vids, and taking selfies with me. One in particular rooting through his bag on the after party for like a glitter ball, which if you guys watch my streams you will see it on there. That's going to give us some RNG, but yeah, it was really random. But as a whole, it was such a great feeling to have people come up to you and say like, oh, I love your vids, oh, it's Justice, how you doing, great streams. And oh my god, it felt amazing, it really did. And you read the comments every so often, and it just felt amazing to go there and have people come up to you and say that they really enjoy watching your videos, and it really helps motivate you as a video maker to do more of it. And I've came back from RuneFest just absolutely hyped up to make more videos this year and to stream more as well, which is why I've kicked off with this 1 bill cash stack mini series, which I'm really enjoying right now, and the feedback from that's crazy. So honestly guys, thank you so much, and thank you every single one of you who came up to me at RuneFest as well and said hi. It was fantastic to meet you all, so really was. And in particular, meeting those people who I've known now for like 2 years on RuneScape since the Nextkins was formed, which is a clan on RuneScape 3, meeting some people from there, and then also the group I was with most of the time was a mix between people from Nextkins and other people I've known for like a substantial amount of time on RuneScape, and then new people who I've met who knew me and knew of some of the people I was with who joined our group for the weekend, and that was awesome. So you guys know who you are. It was fantastic to meet you guys, honestly, and some of those pictures on here on this video will be of them, and it was fantastic to meet them and just hang out with them. Considering you've known each other for a long time, the first 5 minutes is so weird, but then after 5 minutes it's like you've known each other for the 2 years that you actually have, and it's just great. So I had a fantastic time with you guys. So we're going to get into the structure of today's video. So we've gone over the meeting people part. We've got pre-party to cover, RuneFest, NXT, Golden Gnomes, JMods, after party, and then the Sunday chill day. So the pre-party was at Namsco Funscape. Had a Mackey's before we got in there, and this place was not as big as I anticipated. I honestly thought it was going to be bigger, but I guess the rooms are very small, but it was just very spread out, so I guess that's why it was big in some ways. But the area was pretty small. There was lots of pool tables though, table tennis at the beginning, which people got involved with. I played quite a few people at pool. It was a good laugh. I even saw Mod Mark bring out his own queue. He has his own queue. It was so funny. One thing I will say is that there just didn't seem to be as much staff. There wasn't enough staff actually there on the night, I don't think, because the queues for the drinks was ridiculous. I think everyone's quite polite, obviously, But I mean, when you're out clubbing it anyway, you know, you push through the queue a little bit to get to the front of the bar to get served. But there's usually at least like 8 people on the bar. Like some bars here only had like 1 person serving for ages, and the queues were ridiculous. So that's all I'm going to say. Like the queues were stupid. So eventually you just gave up or bought like 5 drinks at once. But other than that, it was fantastic. Pre-party was so good. A lot of the photos and selfies of me and people are from the pre-party. That was when I was feeling good. And then day of RuneFest, I woke up, a combination of being ill and from the cold and hungover meant I didn't even get to RuneFest until 1:30 p.m. But it's okay because I didn't miss out on the huge reveals such as the RuneScape reveal presentation, which was at 4 p.m. I will be sharing as well and talking about different RuneScape reveals in separate videos, such as the new raid bosses, which I've already made a video on. The new solo bosses coming out. Gold Wars Dungeon 2 looks crazy. Lots of quest lines if you're into your lore. There seems to be a lot about quests. And they also did mention that they didn't reveal everything that was going to be important in 2016. There are going to be some updates that come out in 2K16 that we have no clue about, which they're developing at the moment, and I really do hope that's the case. At the moment, we've got 2 new raid bosses like Solo Boss and Gold Wars Dungeon 2 in terms of combat updates. The other updates are very quest related and finishing off like the Zaros quest line, things like that. So we'll just see how it pans out in 2016. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully lots of combat related stuff, which I can share with you guys. As soon as I did get to RuneFest, the NXT client, I wanted to check that out ASAP. So they had 10 computers there. I don't have any vid footage of this due to the camera, but feel free, I'll leave a link maybe for Rainy's video, because he did actually get some inside footage into NXT. So I'll leave a link in the description below. Definitely go and check his video out. It's really good. It shows like from the actual player's perspective, and he's videoed it with his camera, so it's pretty good quality. But I didn't get any vid footage because my camera is just terrible, but I explored many areas of RuneScape with my mates who were recommending locations. I explored dungeoneering, which was just crazy. I think it'll help out a lot of people with dungeoneering because you can see the entire floor. I know a lot of DG scapers out there as well, the one who do speedruns. They pretty much memorize the entire floor anyway, and they probably don't need it, but it might even help them as well. They can see where their teammates are without even looking on the map. I know good DGers won't need it as a whole, but I think it will help out a lot of people. And if you have one person who forgot to get the key in the room, then that won't be a major issue because you can see the keys from a mile away. I also checked out the Polypore dungeon, which is also on Rainy's video actually. We had the same idea there. You can actually see from as soon as you go in the dungeon, you can see from the top all the way down to the bottom, which is just crazy. I went to Tavoli, beautiful buildings there. Went to the top of Wizard's Tower, where a lot of it was buggy. It was like some weird mist up there as well, so you know, there are a lot of bugs there, but you could see a long way all the way to Rimington. Icons on the items have changed as well, and I thought the items graphically were going to be altered, but it's not. It's just the icons of the actual items. There are, though, lots of bugs with NXT. Different when you teleport, the load up time takes around 3 seconds, and then it's fine. It's extremely smooth, though, so yes, there's lots of bugs in terms of graphics being missed, and that's just due to them not updating it yet. But once that's updated, it's an easy fix once they've done that. The actual gameplay was so much smoother than the Java client. Honestly, it was crazy. You guys are going to absolutely love this client. It just feels so much smoother, more immersive due to the draw distance, and it's incredible because of that. The abilities when you're using them are extremely smooth as well. I literally had no game tick delays, which was fantastic. I'm hoping it's going to, you know, give us a huge boost at raids, for example, anywhere where it's graphically demanding. Either graphically demanding or fast movement of graphics and gameplay, such as Rise of the Six, where everything's moving so quickly, it does cause game tick delays and lag when you're playing on highest graphics. So hopefully this NXT C++ client will get rid of that. I do apologise for not having any footage of NXT. You know, I went there just to get immersed into RuneFest for the very first time. I didn't have a great camera setup or anything like that. Next year will be different. I'm going to be going in with a YouTube perspective. I'm going to be saying to JMods, hey, look, I've got this subscriber base of like 15k plus subscribers. You know, I would like to get some inside footage for those people so people can get hyped around these upcoming updates. But it does feel like NXT is a long way off, like I said, because of those bugs, and they literally gave us no insight into when it's being released. So again, we're left in the dark. It's going to be a complete surprise. They're not going to be bringing out a betas or anything either, I got the feeling, because it's not really like an actual, let's say, new boss or anything which they need to test for bugs. It's just a completely revamp of the existing game. It's a client, they just want to put it out when it's ready. So I honestly don't even think they're going to bring out beta versions. Well, I highly doubt it. But honestly, I don't know the technical stuff behind it. Maybe because it's just a graphical update, it doesn't need a beta. That's the feeling I got anyway from some JMods there who I was discussing it with. I just want it as soon as possible. As a streamer, I want to display RuneScape 3 at its highest capability graphically. Java client, it's just so demanding, and it's very hard to do that when you're a streamer. So hopefully NXT will just make that so much easier for me, and yeah, fingers crossed. So moving on to the next topic, which is a Golden Gnome Awards. These are a very prestigious award within the RuneScape community, which are handed out by JMods at RuneFest. I've taken a highlight from the RuneScape stream. I was actually a nominee for the best RS3 streamer for the year of 2015. I was within the top 3, and I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who nominated. I wasn't able to win the award, but with my first year of streaming, I've got to say, you know, being nominated is good enough for me. I mean, wow. I'm just completely... It was an amazing feeling to see your own video up there on the screen. And also there must have been like 8,000 people watching at the time, maybe on the Twitch live stream. I couldn't see that perspective. But honestly, thank you so much, guys. Every single one of you who actually nominated me for the RS3 Streamer of the Year award. So I'm going to maintain streaming throughout 2016. I do have a huge passion for streaming and video making, and I will keep that up throughout 2016 as well. In the daytime, I do work, and I will be working throughout 2016. You know, YouTube and stream income just isn't enough. I don't think it will ever be enough. You know, that's a complete dream job. Whether that could become sustainable, I don't know. So in the daytime, I do work, and, you know, I need money to live. So in the daytime, I'm going to be working throughout 2016, which means most of my stream content, to let everybody know, will be in the evenings the majority of the time. So like after 6 to 7 p.m. UK time throughout the night. So a lot of night streams throughout 2016. And hopefully you guys can be there on this journey throughout 2K16. It should be fantastic. I should still be able to stream like the major updates on Mondays as well. One of the highlights for me as well was having the opportunity to actually just talk with JMods, and one in particular was Kyle, aka Mod Raymond. It was fantastic to chill out with him, and I talked with him for like over half an hour to an hour about the combat content introduced into the game over the past year. I was able to give my personal feedback on specific areas of the combat updates and relay feedback from you guys as well over the comments of all of my different info and review videos that I've been creating over the past year. The after party was really great. Half of the dance floor was just packed with people. There was a drop party giving out memberships, and of course the gripping entertainment at the beginning before the Betamax DJ came on stage blew the roof off with his remixes, which were entwined with video clips of JMods in BTS videos. I think, guys, we're all going to remember Mod Ollie's dance moves until the end of time. And after discussing it with a lot of people who went to the previous RuneFest last year, a lot of people did say the after party was better than last year. A lot more people were there and getting involved. Then Sunday was upon us, and I just chilled out with the group of mates I was with over the weekend, a mix of people from the Nextkins and other people I've known on RS for a while now, and others I met across the weekend. We just chilled out outside of the Bonds Hotel, right outside London Bridge. Beautiful view, beautiful weather. Chilled out at a bar, basically eating some burgers and just chatting for like 2 hours, 3 hours before they had to catch their flights back to the Netherlands, and other people had to go other ways, and we just went our separate ways. And you know, I miss those guys already, honestly, I really do. We're still keeping in touch a lot now, and overall I had an absolute blast, and I can't wait until next year. Thank you guys for watching the RuneFest 2015 recap. Make sure to thumbs up if you enjoyed listening, and I'll see you guys in the next one.